What are some funny or sexual sounding words, but their meaning is completely serious? Mastication. Why was that the word picked for chewing? Your first mastication in the morning is the most important mastication of the day. I love to masticate. I do it as often as I can. I especially loved masticating with my grandma, with or for, concurrently. Stopcock. It's a valve found in tubes and funnels in laboratories that controls the flow of liquids coming out. Petcock also. Cockshot. Vintage farm tractors. Shuttlecock. Sextant. It's even funnier in Swedish. Sextant means sex hag. This is beautiful. I needed to know this and thank you. Haha, you're welcome. Makes me grin every time someone says, oh, what's that? That's our sextant. Who? X. Prostrate. And here I'm giggling at the phrase my elation at her prostration. Kumquat. Jerk. Siemens. Company name. Taking it one step further, my company had a product designed to communicate with their protocol, and it was always referred to as the Siemens interface. So many curious looks when someone wouldn't articulate the T very well. They knew what they were doing. Erection. I'm a construction superintendent. When putting up a building, particularly steel or precast concrete, it's called an erection. I've been running jobs since the mid-90s, and grown men then and now still giggle like little schoolgirls when the word is said. AWW, that's wholesome. Indeed. That poor cat. Happy cake day. Angina. My auntie had a cute angina. Manhole. I work in the film industry, and when we want a place to look like New York City, we bring in one of those orange and white striped tubes they have, which we call a backquote steaming manhole. We'll need steaming manholes up and down this block. Traffic cone. Wankle rotary engine. Glad to see someone else say this, haha. I was going to good old Felix Wankle. My materials science professor managed to use the words hardened and penetration in the same sentence when referring to material bonding. I work in cybersec now. Rule 1. Be careful about the cybersex typo. Rule 2. Pretend cyber was never a verb for AOL chat room text-based intercourse. Rule 3. If you're going to giggle at penetration, you gotta say pentests. When people jokingly say they are cybering in cyberspace, I have to wonder if they were around for cyber being a form of sexting. In sailing, the sentence "if you blow the guy, the pole loses its load" is a totally meaningful sentence with zero sexual meaning. For reference, the guy is a line, rope, that controls the spinnaker pole. When the guy is taut, the pole is under significant load. Blowing in sailing pollens is to release quickly. So if you blow the guy, the spinnaker pole is completely released of all its load. Edit. Spelling. Ever notice how there are some words you've only said out loud and have rarely seen in writing? Possibly meant when the guy is taut? H. erectus. Broom rape. I'm serious. It's a plant disease. Rapper seed. Ever seen the musical The Fantastics? There's a song called The Rape Ballet because the show was written during a time when the word rape meant abduction. Reminds me of the first time I read The Rape of Persephone and didn't understand why it was called that. Pee-wee-ilo, not a single word or funny if you are older than 13. Shuttlecock. The thing used to play badminton. LMAO. In school, one of the girls in my class was an ace badminton player. She would joke about how she liked, and in her words, whacking the cock. We still joke about it today. Are you married now, or is she still whacking cock? Omelette du fromage. Say it again. 3. Omelette du fromage. Omelette du fromage. Titillating. Really no one. Uranus. Luckily in exactly 600 years it will be renamed to stop that stupid joke once and for all. It's now called Eurectum. Isn't Futurama fantastic? 20 years in veterinary medicine. Still giggle internally when someone refers to their female dog as a bitch. This is what happens when the actual proper and original meaning of a word is rarely used. I never understood how and why D is short for Richard. There's plenty of nicknames that make no sense. Robert, Bob James, Jim William, Bill Charles, Chuck Henry, Hank Isaac, I Clarence, Larry Jose, Peep. Bunghole also penal code. Love a good bunghole. Penal. I'm going to spatchcock a chicken for dinner tonight. Okay, but wash it off before we eat it. Well, there is a rather popular outdoor party game called Cornhole. Where I grew up, cornhole had an entirely different and nsfw definition. I'm the great cornholio. I need TP for my bunghole. Gesticulate. It means to gesture. In papermaking there's a part of the process known as couching. Pronounced like cooch. Having my professor get up there and talk about the couch roll and couching for like an hour had me almost dying. NGL. Masticate. To chew. Mastication. We're all gonna masticate and have a good time. Ejaculated. I read a lot of older books and this is a common term for when someone yells or calls out. Also fagged. In modern times it might seem like you just got butt sixed, but it used to mean you were really tired and worn out. I believe War of the Worlds uses this word. I told my high school English teacher she was having us read dirty books.